Hi everyone, my name is Tyler Nickerson, and today I'm going to be walking you through the alpha build of this brand new language learning system called Linguistic. Now, what makes Linguistic different from other language learning or language exchange apps you might see on the market today is the fact that it's a learning environment that is fully reliant on real-world exposure to help teach you a foreign language. And so right now I'm logged into my private account, and you'll notice that I don't have any open messages. This is the first screen you see when you register. Now, unlike other language exchange apps, Linguistic hand matches you with people, so you have to request language partners, and you can request up to 5 every week. And this helps keep conversations intimate and prevents oversaturation in the community. And so what you want to do is you go up to this plus button up in the right hand corner and just tap it. And then instantly it will inform you that it's looking for a native speaker to connect you with. And so right here it's matching me with a native Chinese speaker. And this process can take 1 or 2 days or maybe even a few hours depending on what the traffic's like, what the network's like, and who's online. And so while it's doing that, just to jump over to the sidebar, you'll see here's my information, and it lists all of the other languages you're currently learning, much like Duolingo does. So you can switch between learning environments with the tap of your finger. And so here Korean's listed, and it also mentions your proficiency data for that language. And so just clicking that will be brought over to the Korean environment, and let's go ahead and request a native speaker of Korean to chat with. Once I'm matched with someone, this will create a completely separate environment from my Chinese environment where everything is focused solely on Korean. But so I'm not sitting here waiting a few hours to be connected with someone. Let's hop over to a more populated environment. And so here you'll see I have 4 conversations going with native Korean speakers. So you hop over to a conversation, and you'll notice it's just your standard stream of messages like you'd find in any messaging app. And once you tap on a message, you'll see options that are pretty much in line with what you'd find in other language exchange apps. You have your basic translate ability, and you also have the ability to correct your language partners. Basically, this gives you the ability to give feedback to other users in the system and be rewarded in-app experience points for it. These corrections are available elsewhere in the app, so that way it's not detracting from the conversation if your partner's constantly correcting you and you keep divulging into discussions about the corrections. So backing out of that, my personal favorite and one of the most unique features of Linguistic is its learn ability. And that's the ability to break down any message you're sent into its sentences and words, and then add individual phrases and words to study sets within the app. And so right now you just have the basic ability to look up these words. And we've been using some open source free libraries to test this functionality, and eventually we want to move to more robust licensed libraries to improve definitions. As you can see, it's a little spotty right now, but you can click on any word and view a definition of it, and eventually example sentences as well. And so hopping over to the proficiency tab, which is arguably the most impressive and most unique aspect of the linguistic system. Here you can see your week by week proficiency increase or decrease based on the conversations you're having and where your skill level's at. In addition, what's extremely cool about it is you can see there's an average native speaker line, which is the aggregation of all of the proficiency averages of the native speakers in the system. So you can see at all times where your proficiency lies in a certain aspect to a native speaker. And you'll also notice down at the bottom you can skip between the different aspects of your proficiency and have it update the graph for you. In addition, you can also select time frames and highlight your proficiency between those two specific dates. So that's been a quick just walkthrough of the Linguistic Alpha and where it's at right now. We're actively adding new features to it and trying to build it out. And so if you're interested in joining the wait list for the beta, which should be coming out within the next few months, you can head on over to www.golinguistic.com and sign up for the wait list.